welcome back everybody. Today we're gonna spend an evening on a reservoir lake, and right now the crappie bite is hot, so hopefully the majority of what we can get will probably be crappie, hopefully. But I'm also hoping for multi-species as well. But anyways, I got a slip bobber with a little lead lead up here, bobber there, stop there, and then, well, you know, hook is there. I got one of those, and then I have an 1/8 ounce jig head tied on for maybe jigging minnows, or mostly I'm gonna do my plastic baits, but then I got, you know, cooler full of minnows, so hopefully we can get them for you today. And it's a nice night, but there's gonna be a lot of people, I bet, so hopefully no one is taking my spot, but you never know. So I got backup plans involved if things go south. Amazingly, there's nobody here yet, which is insane because the last like 3 days it's been packed. But this little bay right here, this is where the action happens. The other side, most of the time it's this other side, but it's not. It's this bay this spring. It's been holding all the crappie. So hopefully we catch them, and the water's really nice and clean too. This time of year it usually isn't. Okay, here's the basic thing. The little leader up here, it's set to about 2.5 foot, so that's going to be my depth. This weight drags it down, and the bobber goes right up there. That'll be the depth. Now, the way I hook the minnow, what we do here, I'm gonna reach down in here, grab ourselves a little minnow. And what I do, I usually don't hook them through, well, I don't hook them through the head, but I do hook them right above their backbone, right in the meat, and they're still lively. And that is what gets the crappie going, is live bait.
A few moments later.
Well, it decided to rain. Should pass in like a couple seconds, so should be back to fishing in a minute. Well, the rain quit. Now I can get back to fishing, but I'm gonna have a wet butt because chair's soaked. Oh, it's cold. But anyways, what I wanted to say is that this eastern northeast wind, crappie don't really like it. So there's a calm pocket here, and if my predictions are correct, the crappie have moved from the bay behind me into this outer stretch here, which is complete opposite from what I said before. But that was from a southerly southwestern wind. But I never got a single bite when I was sitting back behind there. But then I come over here and tried it right before the rain hit, and I immediately got a hit on the minnow over here. Rain has stopped, and they on the bite again. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good. Number 2 crappie. There's a pretty good bite. That is not. Uh-oh. Well, I managed to catch a wiper here. And the problem is, that part's okay. I'm just gonna lay that there for now. Well, I told you it was a multi-species day, but another little wiper. Or, actually, yeah, it's a wiper, not a white bass, but it's nice. I want you to meet the most aggressive species of sunfish I have ever met in my entire life. It's like a greengill hybrid sunfish, but this little guy ate that whole freaking minnow. I seen it in his throat. But, I mean, granted, pretty colored, but, he's a baby. Aggressive. Little largemouth. Nice little largemouth. Holy! Comes flying off my hook, almost lands in my minnow bucket, and then onto the rocks. Here's a much, a bigger version of the green sunfish. A little bit prettier colors, but he come up out of the rocks and bit the jig. Oh, stay. Be calm. Well, now he's a gravelly little guy, but little baby crappie. Took my minnow. I leave my bobber tinted for 1 second, just 1 second, but nice little crappie. Like I said, I was hoping we get the majority, but even though it's small, you can see she's fat around here. She's full of eggs, but she's probably about a beginner. I know crappie are good and tasty and delicious, but it's always good to try and just throw the ones with the eggs in them back. That way they can go spawn, lay a bunch of eggs, and you'll have more crappie next year and for the next years to come. Common sense. I got a decent fish. Okay, it just dragged everything. Oh, it all came untangled. So, I got this little 1/8 ounce jig, or 1/4 ounce, my bad, 1/4 ounce. But a 1/4 ounce jig, a little grub tail. And we got a nice white bass, actually. Probably about, I'd say 12, 13, maybe, probably. But multi-species night. Another aggressive one. He is mad. He's just... Open your yap. Another little green gill hybrid. That's just... the attack. I mean, it's just... they're aggressive as heck. Crappie, I don't know how many crappies these are, but I'm assuming about 5? Pretty close, but fish wise I think I'm up towards 9 maybe, but no, not a nice crappie. Another crappie bite. And for the record, this is a white crappie. It has little black lines that go down the sides. The black crappie is covered in a bunch of splotches. Figured you'd just like to know that fun fact, but another one. Jumped out of the water. Biggest crappie of the night, guys. My head camera died. Let me go measure it real quick. 13 3/4. And full of eggs. But this is their spawning time and they usually eat pretty well. But yeah, real pretty fish and we'll end the night on that. But yeah, it's always good to let these guys go when they're full of eggs, and hope you enjoy the night. I was not expecting that storm, let me tell you. That really screwed things up with me, but hope you all enjoyed the video, and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.